Hello everyone, it's Jake with Our Value Homes, and we are excited to take you on a tour of our Knockadoon Hill residence, which we're turning over to the client today. Right now, I am standing in the kitchen, as you can see. Behind me, we have a wall of cabinets that appear to be kind of built in and recessed into the wall, which is a neat look that the client wanted. So from the kitchen here, we have a hidden door into the pantry. And the water here is plumbed with reverse osmosis water, so this is really good for your coffee and filling your water bottles. What you're looking at here is a slat wall, and on the back is sound absorbing material. You get a really big room like this with high ceilings, and this sound absorption of it is an important element that we really love, as well as the sleek look. I'm walking around over into where there will be a dining room table and lots of living room furniture. Here we have a precast concrete hearth and fireplace surround by Hard Topics, and a electric water mist fireplace. Looks like it's just getting fired up here. Pretty neat. Built-in recess for the television as well. And off the corner then of our living room is a sizable screen porch. And right now you can see on the ceiling we've got the hardware in place for a large porch swing. So this is a very nice space to enjoy the weather without the pine needles. On the floor, you'll notice, and maybe you didn't notice, the floor registers by Fittis, a very modern, sleek look. The grain runs right through them. So we love these just because they don't stand out. Walking around to the hallway, the back hall, is the powder room, right between the front door and the garage entry. Good location for everyone to use. And into the laundry room. In the laundry room here, this was a change made during construction. We decided to put a countertop across the whole thing. And that decision was made early enough that we had this cabinet custom made a little bit taller at the right height, so all this space could be utilized. Right off the laundry room is the mechanic room. Nothing special to see here, except that equipment is packed in here. Mechanic room would have been smaller if we weren't involved in the early stage. We have to beg for every square inch. But any extra space in the mechanic room can always be used to put up shelves for storage. Back out of the mechanic room, and here I am. This is where you would enter from the garage. So right away then, we've got a audio video closet here, a coat closet here, another linen closet. Off to my left is the master suite, which we'll get into in just a second. But this is just storage space under the stairs. I'm sure it will be used on a home without a basement. We want to use every square inch that we can find for storage. So let's take a walk into the master suite. This whole end of the home is insulated for sound off of the rest of the house. In fact, almost every interior wall of the home is insulated for sound control. So each person has very private space because of that. Very nice, large windows. Get a beautiful view of their lovely backyard. Now these windows are facing south, And we use a different glazing on those windows to allow the solar heat in the winter. We have large awnings on the outside to shade them in the summer. And once again on the floor, you can see the vents that disappear. No stub toes. We have a pocket door if we want to close off the bathroom and closet wing. This area features a his and hers closet, and the smaller closet here, I don't think they'll have to fight over who gets what space. And the larger closet here featuring shelving from Closet Design. And then stepping into the bathroom proper, here we have a, it's not a whirlpool tub, but a bubbler tub, perhaps is what I would call it, in an alcove of all tile, wall faucet there, and double vanity. Transom window just lets some light in above it. As we step into the shower room, some might call it a wet room. Here we have a heated towel bar, which I would love to have in my own house. And then a walk-in shower with a bench. One of the things I'll point out while we're here, Fitis does make some wall vents as well, as you'll see down here. We're trying to make things hide as much as possible. So that's one of the ways that we do that. And our wall control here, this button kicks up our bath fan or ventilation up on high. And I apologize, we have a light malfunctioning right now. But we hit this 20, 40, or 60 minutes and just listen a minute. That bath fan is on high and you can't even hear it. That's one of the things we love about using our heat recovery ventilator for the bathroom ventilation. Let's head upstairs. As we head upstairs, you'll see a central return for the heating and cooling system. We often will use a central return rather than ducted returns from each room because it promotes better air mixing so we can have better air quality in our homes. We put it in the stairwell because it is a spot where the air is likely to be a little bit warmer and it's open to all of the home. Nice wide staircase here. Two people can easily pass each other. And that leads directly into the upstairs living room. I'm going to talk about these windows and the window heights a little bit later when we're outside, but just wanted to point out the height is a very nice height, which gives you privacy, but lets plenty of light in and plenty of view for the home. I'll explain how we got there. Upstairs, we have another sink. This one, again, plumbed with reverse osmosis water. We have one RO system downstairs, and planning to have multiple locations this far away did require an extra tank. So that is space that we had to plan way back as the home was being designed. Where is this equipment going to go? What is the route of our plumbing? So it looks simple and easy because we planned it out ahead of time. Off of this upstairs living space, we step into an office with lovely high ceilings, and again, plenty of natural light. There are two kids' rooms upstairs, nearly identical. One featuring a window seat. And kudos to the trim carpenter for recessing our vent in when there wasn't a Fitis vent made for that. An opportunity we saw during construction was that we could get a little bit of shelving space higher in the closet than expected. So we built this floor, if you'll call it, subfloor up here for extra storage for seasonal items. It is one thing to see a home on paper, it is another to see it when the walls are up. And then you find those opportunities for, oh, hey, we can put a window seat in here, or we can build an extra shelf up there. So that was done in both bedrooms. And then here we have a kid's bath. And I love how the toilet and shower are separated from the sink so two people can use it at the same time. One cool feature I'll point out on these LED mirrors, and maybe you guys all know this and it's old hat to you, but there's a little button you can hit right here that heats the mirror to keep the steam off it. Now with our good ventilation, it's going to be less of a problem, but you never have to deal with wiping steamy mirrors. And that is the home. Next, let's talk about what it was like during the pre-construction, what opportunities and challenges we had then. Then we'll move into opportunities and challenges during construction, and we'll take a walk around outside as well. Here we are again on the exterior of the Nakadoon home, and one of the things that the HOA asked for is a certain percentage of the exterior to be brick. So we have this lovely brick with a colored mortar, as well as some James Hardie fiber cement on the exterior. Standing seam metal roof, and some really cool modern lights, which I didn't want to switch every switch in the house trying to figure out what they are, but we've got this awning, custom awning hanging off our ICF walls there. Very nice modern look. And let's just take a walk around. And we come over to the screen porch end of the home. Landscaper did a really nice job of giving us a bit of a maintenance strip around the house here. But this screen porch is really quite sleek and took a lot of coordination to get everything to look beautiful. Here we're using some boral material that is at ground level because it can handle the moisture. The screen porch also has a drain in it because we're in Michigan and we're going to get driving rain. So we needed that drain. And here we have a rain chain down to a drain that's hidden under the stone. Let me just point out a couple things as we get inside this screen porch. So we don't have your grandma's cedar door that's just going to slap and rattle in the wind. Not that that's wrong, maybe you want that. But a nice Anderson door here. And we have the outside wired and all set to go for a TV so you can enjoy the game out here with your friends. Got a ceiling fan up above, ready for a porch swing. It's going to be a dreamy area on those summer days. I love this screen system because it allows us very large portions of screen without having to do extra supports. So this is the screen system by Screen-Ease, and it really is easy. As we make our way around the home, these are an Arlington inbox, and you might have seen some homes that have their outside electrical box sticking out this far. This is one that we found that allows us to recess it very far back and still be protected from the rain. Also, our downspouts are all heading into underground drains, so you don't have to trip over a downspout across the ground. All the water is moved far away from the home. Here we have the Aquar outlet. This is a hose bib. Take a look at that. So on the end of your hose, you're going to have a special fitting that inserts right into here. You twist it and you have water. And it looks sleek. Very high quality product right there. We make our way around the back of the home. Here we have a couple of vents for our heat recovery ventilator, kitchen exhaust, and as we go around, we'll see the dryer as well. But I've got a block that we put around those rather than mounting them directly to the siding. One, it looks nicer, gives us a flat surface to mount. Two, it lets us get air sealing in place before everything is put through. So our water management details and our air sealing details are accomplished best when we use blocks. You might notice the almost absence of trim around our corners and windows here. And kudos to our sider for custom bending some metal pieces, metal J that's really small. Again, giving the home an overall very sleek look. Very happy with the work he did. This is the actual heat pump unit. Looks just like an air conditioner, except it can run in reverse to heat the home. It is a heat pump in that it doesn't create the heat, it moves heat from outside to inside, or in the summer, from inside to outside. It literally pumps the heat. Some of the problems or challenges that we had out here were the mortar color. We wanted a consistent dark color. One thing about concrete is that when you are coloring it, the amount of water you put in every batch is critical and will throw the color off a little bit. So there's a touch more variation than that we would have loved to have had. The last challenge is one thing that we did not catch during design, and you can see it from back here. If you look above the corner of that window right there, you see that our roof slopes back up. We realized as we were framing this that that roof was sloping right into the corner of the house, and that was going to be a massive water problem. So we added a little cricket there to make sure that the water drains away from the home. And that's the Knockadoon house. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're interested in having a zero energy ready home like this, WaterSense certified, Energy Star certified, a couple other certifications I'm forgetting, get a hold of us today.